I have your attention, please. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, I went. Hello, folks. Welcome to Procrastination Thursday. Not only with me, but I got a co host.
Hey, hey! Happy New Year!
We might as well start out the new year with double trouble.
That's it. The double procrastinators. Yes, we're doing it right.
And I'm sorry, whenever I brought it up to Glenda, she's like, "Oh, I want to stay in my PJs today."
I did.
Procrastination. And
And-
I'm like, "Me too."
Well, lucky for you all, I got a shower, so hopefully I smell good. And Sir Grace told me to do this. I brushed my teeth.
I'll leave that to Sir Grace.
He
Oh
started
dear.
laughing. He goes, "Yeah, so everybody can smell that you don't have bad breath." And I went, "Yeah, I don't have bad breath anymore."
Leave it to the man. Leave it to the man. And we got Heartland. Hey, Tamara. Why can't I?
I see Rebecca was in. She said, "Happy New Year." And then
Yes,
Wendy,
Rebecca's been in, Wendy's been
yes.
in, Joey's been in. Happy 2026. And you know, Glenn and I we just kind of got chatting while we were waiting. Oh yeah, okay. I see Wendy in the background there. Um, we were just chatting about 2025, 2026, and it's like I just pray that everybody, and I don't care who you are, have the most blessed, healthy 2026 possible. 2025 has been a hell of a year for most of us. I whatever you know, it just seemed to kick my butt with sickness this year. And
Mhm.
not major stuff, but being sick for almost a year that takes a heck of a lot out of you.
Yeah.
So you know, why am I the only one on Glenda's live? Well, I don't know.
I don't know. Let me see how many are there real quick. That's a
Because
great
what they normally do, Rebecca, is they jump and
yeah.
5 minute as long as you're doing it in 5 minute intervals, we get a view.
That's right.
So give us the thumbs up, sit and watch for 5 minutes, chit chat with
Yes.
whoever's in the chat, and as long as you're 5 minutes, hey Penny,
Hey, Penny.
um, as long as you spend 5 minutes per channel, and you know what? I'd rather you go sit in Glenda's. I've got all my watch hours. I'm just a ticking down the railway here. So um
Thank you, Rebecca. She said she has them on both. She has both of the devices going right now, so it helps both with watch hours. Thank you so much.
perfect. Appreciate it, Rebecca. Truly do.
That's so sweet.
And yeah, no. Thank you all for being here. And I'm sure we'll pick up as we go along. We
Absolutely.
just fired up, and it was a last minute decision. I wasn't going to go live, but I'm like, something's telling me, my gut's telling me that somebody needs some interaction this afternoon.
Absolutely.
So,
Absolutely. Well, we didn't do anything last night because I had to get up at the crack of dawn. did. I did. My daughter, she travels for business, and I'm 15 minutes from an airport, our local airport. And of course, she has another one that's like a half an hour away in one direction, I think an hour in a different direction. She's got 3 airports to pick from.
But Mama's not at the other two. Mama's at this.
Yes, and she needed her mama time, which I wish I had my daughter more often. She lives 2.5 hours from me. So, so she drove up and she got to stay the night, and I got to throw my arms around her, which was amazing. But I have to show you, I asked her to take a picture. She's now landed, so she's not on the flight right now.
Okay, good.
She's switching terminals at the moment, but that was from her. I don't know if you were able to see.
Oh, I love flying above the clouds.
Beautiful. So she's on Southwest is where she's flying. So, and she told me, she said she lurks. So if you're lurking, safe travels, baby girl.
Exactly, and if she is lurking, I had a blast last night chit chatting. We that made the whole crappy 2025 into, it finished off with a lot of good stuff.
Yeah.
And you know chit chatting with the baby girl, because hey, let's face it, our kids are
Uncles.
always our babies.
Yep. And that's what uncles do. They just chat with their baby,
Yeah,
the
yeah. So
stuff.
and we Puppers had his Christmas got his Christmas gift yesterday.
And he's still
And
playing with it. I came up here and it was in his mouth. Squeaky, 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 squeaky. And he's so happy. I love it. It doesn't bother me at all, but it's funny because squeaky, 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 and
I got the loudest squeaking toy that I could find.
he's happy. He calls it, well, Sir Grace calls it Octi. So he'll say, "Go get Octi," and the dog goes
Oh,
and gets Octi.
that's cute.
Oh, Aunt Lynn is here. Hey, Aunt Lynn, and Wanda's in the house. We had some people
Aunt Lynn
super quick.
and Wanda, all the way from PEI. Listen, if you guys ever decide to come up to Canada and do an East Coast trip, honestly, PEI, you want to do it kind of still in the good weather, but not in tourist season.
Mm,
Tourist season equals everything's 3 times the price. But don't get caught. They welcome you with open arms, but they kick you out and take $50 out of your wallet if you leave.
I think that's with any tourist trap. I think they're all kind of that way. When we go to Gatlinburg, I'm like, how much money did I spend? And could I have found this cheaper somewhere else? And I did. I bought something in Gatlinburg, came home, went to my local thrift store and found the same item for a third of the price.
Mhm.
So, yeah, I was kind of,
So
goodness.
absolutely it, but you're on vacation. You're
Yeah.
not at home.
No, you're making those memories, having a good time. And that's
Mhm.
what matters the most. It really does. So, okay, so besides being sick, did you have a good 2025?
Well, I'm not 6 feet under, so it
Okay.
must have been pretty damn good.
Did you make any New Year's resolutions that
I
stuck?
don't do that.
You don't. Okay.
I live every day for every day,
Okay.
and I used to,
Yeah.
but then there was always the downing of, oh, I didn't live up to something again.
Oh.
The way I look at it is, I not that I don't give myself, like, get healthier,
Mhm.
blah blah blah. You know, I give myself goals.
Yeah.
I don't give myself resolutions where,
That's a good way of putting it.
You're constantly being looked or not, I know you're not being judged, but you know, some people think that they're being judged off of the resolutions.
Mm.
So, how many of us actually do every one of them every year?
2025, I actually got 2 of them done. I was really I've never done it before. I've always
Awesome.
I hate the word resolution. I like the word goals. I think I'm
Yeah.
gonna just call it that. And I do have a goal for 26, but I don't ever believe in sharing it unless
No.
um, really get asked and kind of what is it. But I do have a mantra, I guess maybe is what I'm saying for 26, a goal. And
Hmm.
so we'll see how it goes. But last year was to get stronger, and
Ding, 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 ding.
which I did. I did. I got stronger. Um, and also take charge of my health. So that was part of all that. And
Ding,
then
ding, ding, ding.
I finished the kitchen. Well, Sir Grace and I did, and I have my dream kitchen. So I was really like, for me that was, I thought about it last night. I thought, it wasn't so bad. I mean, there were times throughout 26 that was hard. Oh, and I did my first cruise with friends.
Hmm.
Just saying.
Pictures to prove it.
Pictures to prove it. Um, so I mean, I think there were highlights definitely for 25 that things that I never thought would ever be possible. The kitchen is like the biggest one. I've lived in this house for so long and I hated that kitchen. I hated it. I hate it. Of course, we started it in 24, but we started it right at the end and it wrapped up at the end of January is when it was done of 25.
Well, I was going to say, but you also have a beautiful kitchen now.
Yeah, that
Something
we
that,
did. That we
yeah,
did. I
yeah.
mean, that's like the accomplishment. And then it went to, okay, well, I want the laundry room done. It kicked off other things. Um,
Hmm.
but the kitchen was the thing. I think whoever designed it when the house was built did not know how to run a kitchen properly. Um, all
You mean you had to open your stove, your drawer
Open
to?
up the dishwasher to open up the stove and open the stove to open the dishwasher.
Yeah.
What is funny is last night, daughter my out of habit of putting things in the dishwasher, she went to the original location of where the dishwasher was and put both hands on the items, and she goes, "What am I doing? Your dishwasher's moved." And I said, "It's memory. It's muscle memory,
Hmm.
you know."
Hmm.
And so it was really funny. She goes, "The dishwasher. You can just open the dishwasher." She made that comment last night, which I thought was hysterical. But I laughed when I watched her muscle memory go and she actually opened like the drawer because now it's the silverware drawer that you open, and so that's the handle she grabbed and the stove.
That is hilarious.
Yeah, that's how bad my kitchen was. That my own daughter did that out of muscle memory.
You know what though?
But she grew up here.
And you had a roof over your head.
Yep,
You were safe.
yep,
So I guess it made its purpose.
it did. But then she goes, "Mom, I like your kitchen."
Yeah.
That was the funny part. But yeah.
G'day, Skipper. Numismatic Canada.
Oh.
That is Skipper slash Santa Claus.
Oh, hey,
He's,
Skipper.
he's all the way from Alberta.
Oh. And then Anfield Road. Hey, hey. And then Rebecca said, "I'm finishing off another hat that I make on my cranking loom, type loom." I know what those are. I've seen those. You just turn it. You put your yarn in, and then you just crank the wheel.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's really good for people with arthritis or any kind of mobility, like the dexterity in their hands. Of course, it just helps to make things go fast too. But I've seen those. They're really nice looms.
I've got to say I've never seen
You never
I've
seen
never
one
seen the
before?
cranking one. I've seen a ton of looms,
Yeah.
but I've never seen the cranking loom.
Yeah, it just literally like there's a handle and it's like
Okay.
the Jack in the Box, like you whenever you just kind of like take your hand on the handle and it goes dun, dun,
Mhm.
dun, 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 bing. Okay. Well, that's the type of handle that's on that loom.
Okay.
But it just kind of spins it around and
Oh, don't look now, but the
Miss
beautiful
Ann.
angels in the house.
My goodness, Miss Anna's here. Hey, girly. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Yeah, so that's what that is. Now, at my favorite state park, they have a loom from the 1800s that is so cool and they actually make throw rugs that you can purchase in the store. And I mean, it's massive. It takes up, Aunt Lynn's here. It takes up a good portion of the downstairs part of the home that it's a historical home. It takes a good part. And she runs like all the yarn through it. And then
Mhm.
it's got like a bar. And then like in between, like she'll take that bar and it's connected to like some yarn and then she weaves it through and then
Okay.
literally grabs this other bar and then yanks it a few times and pushes it tight and
I've seen those.
oh they're so cool, the historic ones. They're really neat. There's all kinds of really cool looms.
And let's face it, they are the warmest blankets
Hmm.
ever.
Hmm. They are. They are. Well, they sell throw rugs, so that's what they in the shop. But
Okay.
they could do blankets for sure. But that
Absolutely.
but people they make what the people like.
If they're not going to make any money yet,
And they're not
so
making hardly anything off of it.
and that's good, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. The little shop they have those rugs that they sell, and then when they have a blacksmith, they you can buy different items from the blacksmith that was made in the blacksmith shop. And then they have a leather shop where they create different
Now this is where you guys just went for.
uh-huh,
Okay.
yep. And so they have a leather shop and then they have a pottery. So they make, hey Jerry, they make different coffee mugs and they have an apple baker that they make that's really cool. And then, of course, the big thing there is the mill, and
Hmm.
that is a real mill from the 1800s. Um, and they grind corn that you can purchase there. But it's really interesting. I found out about 5 years ago. I didn't know it, but on one of the corners, Aunt Lynn, I don't know if you knew this, but on one of the corners, you can see where the hogs, like they had hogs that they kept out of the garden area, but the hogs that would be up against the mill, they rubbed a side of the mill down, like on the building. It's a huge 3-story building, but the you can see where the hogs would get up there and scratch themselves against that limestone. It's really interesting. Neat little historic fun fact about the park. I grew up going there.
Mhm.
I didn't know that till about 5 years ago. So it's a neat place to go visit for sure.
Okay. Okay. I see what you're talking about now.
Oh, the
Oh,
yeah, the cranking. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
Mhm,
She sent me a picture of it.
mhm. Yeah,
Hmm.
it's really good for the dexterity and all that good stuff.
Well, I was just thinking for a senior that loves to do that kind of thing,
Mhm.
that might have, like, their arthritis is starting to
Now,
set in
don't be
very
calling
bad.
me a senior, but yes, I'm already. I'm. I'm there. That's the life of a
You're a
woodworker
Gigi.
too. Well, and I'm a
You own it.
woodworker, so I mean, I like building things. So you get those hands.
I was going to say, you have as many tools as Sir Grace.
I do. I do. I have my own woodworking tools. I love it. I love it. But Jerry, Scott had just answered that question, but if you want to go ahead and answer again, Scott.
Um, there's, I feel much better, Jerry. Um, everything's kind of added up. I haven't said it, but I have the last time I had COVID back in well, I guess it was just about a month after we got off the ship. It fired up long acting COVID.
Mhm.
And every time I get sick, well, it puts me in bed for months. So, you know, but yes, I'm feeling much better. I've cut out one of my puffers now for 2 days. And hey, 2 days, everybody's going,
No, I'm gonna
well,
dance. That's huge. 2 days.
two
That's
days
huge.
without Ventolin
Yes.
is a huge accomplishment. The other one I'll be on every day, 2 puffs whenever I get out of bed for the rest of my life.
Just to keep those lungs nice and open.
Well, that's it. Because the long acting COVID turns the bronchioles hard.
Hmm.
And I forget the technical name of it, but
It's just
it
long-term COVID.
softens, it softens the bronchioles back up, which they will accept more air.
Hmm.
So it was that bad that um it was that bad. If you've ever went underwater
Hmm.
and that feeling of not being able to breathe,
It's kind of like you're drowning.
yeah,
Hmm.
like, or holding your breath to the point where you think you're going to pass out. That's where I was from 1st of November till about 2 days before Christmas.
Before we went live, we were talking about it's called halo therapy. It's going into a salt cave to help with the.
Mm.
And I was getting ready to tell you, and then we had to push it to go live. That
We looked and we were 5 minutes late.
oh my gosh, we're late.
We were having a hell of a good chat.
We are. So there is it's a Himalayan salt, and you
Yeah,
can it's on a rope, and you can put it in your shower. I was getting ready to tell you that, and I didn't get a chance to. That might be something to look into. It's like soap on a rope, but it's Himalayan. It's here. I'll just show you. Let me
I'm
make
not bending over for no soap and a rope.
hashtag not sponsored. Wait a minute. Let me make sure something. Okay. You can get different sizes.
Okay.
So
And
I'm wondering if that would be a good at home.
what
I'll just send it to you.
yeah, send it over to me and I'll check the Canadian site, see if they have anything.
Yeah, you can hang that into your shower.
Hey, Nanny Tam.
But so I was sharing that I know a lady that does halotherapy. She has long-term COVID. She goes twice a week to the salt cave and is on oxygen. And her oxygen numbers have improved since starting this therapy. And I'm not pushing anything. I always believe everybody should look into it, talk to your doctor, all the things.
Amen.
But
We're not medical professionals.
mm-mm.
We only play them on YouTube.
That's right. That's right. So anyhow, but she went to her pulmonologist, and her pulmonologist asked what she's doing differently. Like, are you trying to increase the amount of oxygen? What are you doing? And she said, no, I just go and I do the salt caves and sit in there, and it's a mister, and it puts the Himalayan pink salt into the air, and you breathe it in. Um, Now, I don't know that I would want that mister in my home, because then that means you get salt everywhere, and I don't know that that's necessarily a good thing for inside the home, but that block might be something to put in the shower and just get the benefits of it just kind of hitting.
Yeah.
I mean,
And
something to look into and have a conversation.
and like I was saying, I've got to be really, really sure that it's not going to affect Hank
Right,
in a negative way.
right.
If it, like I know puppers
He's
whenever.
exposed to it, and
Mhm.
we do this thing called float, and so there are salts in the air at the float center, because that's also where the salt cave is at. And my husband has done the salt cave recently because he's not been able to float. He's had some medical things that have happened, but he's better now. We're on the mend now. Yep, we're all good. But
The good Lord led him to the just
mhm.
give him a little scare.
Yeah,
Poke him.
and Miss Ann understand. I mean, it's kind of it was the little C, but we had the big C, and it was not anything it wasn't anything that we had to worry about. It wasn't anything that would spread. Not it wouldn't hurt his life, but we just needed to address it head on. So he's
Just
not been
needed to
able
get rid of it.
to get rid of it. Yeah, so it's gone. As of yesterday, the rest is gone. Um, so,
So that's why I called her a slave driver, making poor Sir Grace pump gas.
yeah.
And he just had the last little thing cut out of him. I'm like, you are so friggin' mean. And there she is sitting behind the wheel of the car.
Hey, can you pump the gas for me? And the doctor said, don't let him do anything big for the next couple of weeks. He needs to heal from this. And I'm like, can you pump the gas for me?
And of course, she's a smart one. I'll get you
I'm
Starbucks.
taking to Starbucks.
He's, that's like saying to a fat kid, I'm going to take you to a Smartie factory.
I did. And so there's a short out from that yesterday.
uh,
Yeah, yeah. But he's okay. I want to make that super clear. It was not anything that
yeah,
I don't want to scare nobody. It was not anything life threatening but it was the little C. Um, but it's as of yesterday, we are in full belief that it's gone, that the rest of it was cut out. Um,
I
so
just couldn't believe that, you know, that that uh, that cream actually did to his skin.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like
It
that
was
gave me the heebie-jeebies, and I don't heebie-jeebie nothing. I've seen legs cut off.
mhm,
Don't bother me.
yeah, yeah. Oh, don't worry, Nanny Tam. You're fine. You're fine. Have fun with your doggy taking you for a walk. Or little Buddy. I don't know if Buddy is a little kiddo or a dog. I assumed a dog, but I'm not sure. I could be wrong. But
I believe it's a puppers.
puppers, okay. Yeah, I used to have puppers that used to take me for walks too. Um, and if I try to take Sir Grace's puppy out for a walk, I'm getting dragged right back to the house. You left Dad. How
Yeah,
dare you? We can cut through this yard and get back home. And so he wants to take me through people's yards. I'm like, no, you can't do that. We can't cut through. We have to stay on the sidewalk. And he's like, nope, Dad's this way. We can cut and get right to him. Sir, yes, sir. We go and get going.
Glenn is walking this way. He's walking that way with her, but
Yeah.
his head is looking back.
Yeah.
Um, no, Josh is back there. I,
Yeah.
I gotta look after him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's way back. Yeah. It's funny. You can't, don't try taking somebody else's service dog for a
Hey,
walk.
Jin Jin.
It does not work. It does not work. You're going to get drugged back if it's a dedicated one. And yeah, well,
Even whenever we were on the ship, he he'd jump up on the bed because Glenda, myself, and
Debbie.
Grace
Yep.
were out on the deck
Hmm.
because I had a double deck,
Hmm.
and it was huge.
For the cruise. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, for the cruise. And so we were out looking at stuff, and Pupper's being a pupper.
Yeah.
He had to be into every garbage can, and then he'd jump up, lay with Debbie.
Yeah.
But then Sir Grace would go behind the wall
Hmm.
where he couldn't see him. And within 5 seconds, 10 at the most,
Hmm.
he was standing at the door
Yeah.
looking,
Excuse
okay,
me.
he hasn't jumped off the ship. I could go back up with Debbie on the
Yeah.
bed.
It's okay now. I'm good. I know where I have secured my
Yeah,
person.
yeah. My person is okay.
But I can be dog. So yeah, he did go through the trash. That I mean, I tell people all the time the vest comes off and he's a complete different dog. He is DOG. He is DOG. I mean, that's just what he is.
Absolutely.
I mean, good grief, I couldn't work 24/7. There's no way I could do it. I have to get into some, trouble sometime.
Oh
So I don't blame him.
wow. I found something. Sorry.
Oh, you're fine.
Um you had sent me that link, and I'm just kind of looking at it with one eye,
Yeah.
and
Oh my gosh. I swear he saves his urine to pee in every single blade of grass. I had
yeah.
a female dog that did that. Yes, my English Cocker Spaniel. It was like she waited till we went on, and she wasn't a boy. I mean, it's a girl. You don't think girl dogs do this, but boy, do they ever.
Mhm.
Every spot she had to pee. I'm like, hello.
Hank is the same way. He'll pee on every stick, every signpost. Like he's only a medium-sized dog. He's like 45 pounds,
Mm.
and he must there must be 45 pounds of pee
Yeah.
leave his body on a walk.
Yes. Oh. Okay. First, okay, let me backtrack just a second.
The
First off,
ginger
Ginger is making pretzels today. I heard she was going to make the bite-sized one, and I thought, oh my
pretzel
god,
bites,
with
yes.
a little cheese dip. I mean,
Oh, or a garlic aioli. Oh,
okay, we're all headed to Ginger's house here in a little bit. And then Penny, she's getting in her hot tub. I have a bougie blow up hot tub that I bought from Costco, and it's quite bougie because it's like a blow up one. And I just put it in my shed whenever we're not using it. And I've been thinking it's time to get ours out and get it filled up, and it's bougie. I'm just saying. I know people who have real hot tubs, but my bougie blow up one, it works just as good. Just saying.
hey, it's warm.
Mhm.
There's air.
Yes. Yes.
Who
And
cares?
and when it's cold outside, like freezing cold, and you jump into that,
Yep.
it's the best. It is
Now,
the best.
now, whenever you have 3 feet of snow,
Yes.
you get into the hot tub. You set it about 110,
Yeah.
115.
Yeah.
You're sweating. You go, jump in the snow, roll
Yes.
around,
That's the
and
best.
then jump back in. And you think that there's a tattoo artist that's sitting there
Yeah.
and stabbing every inch of your body, but it does such it it rejuvenates your skin.
It's kinda like doing the
Your
cold
oh,
plunge. Like the
yeah,
cold people who have
yeah,
cold plunges and then the hot tubs, and
yeah.
you can if you don't have the snow, which, I mean, like, right now we don't, but, so yeah, a lot of people do that. They go between the 2, and it's got a lot of really good health benefits
Yeah,
to do it. It's
absolutely.
amazing.
Hey, Kevin. And thank you for sharing it out, Kevin. I truly do appreciate it.
Oh, that's so awesome, Kevin.
And
And
don't forget, guys, continuation of last Friday, the draw that we're going to be doing. I suppose you could do it today if you want, but we're going to try to finish it up tomorrow night. There's it's a gold silver prize.
ooh. Or go, ooh. Ah.
Exactly. So comes with 1/200th ounce of gold, 1/2000th of Florida gold back, and there is an
Right.
ounce of 100% 99999 pure silver from Canada. It is a keepsake. Um, it's the last run of the Queen.
Wow. That's so cool.
So it is for every draw, or it's $10 US to get your name. So Jesse and Lisa got two, so they sent me $20. So they're on for two. And this will go for one draw, this will go for another draw. But if you put $10 in, you're in for both draws.
Mhm.
And
And how
I'm
can
not
they
trying,
put in?
I'm
You have
not trying to
PayPal?
get any money. I'm just trying to cover my cost.
Right.
And
So
I'm not even doing that. So,
you
because the damn the damn gold price and silver won't stop.
oh, it's ridiculous. So right now, I just I'm going through this right now. I've lost so much weight that right now
Mm,
I'm not wearing my wedding band, but I am happily married. But I had to take it in to get it sized. And so we were talking about the price of like, okay, so one of my um, diamonds was loose in my wedding band. It's just a little chip. And we were talking about the price of, like, oh, I just don't want to lose that thing. You know what I mean? It's a chip. I still don't want to lose it. I'm glad we caught it just in time, and I was going to have them sized. And he said, right now, the price of gold and the price of silver is more than the diamond chip.
yeah.
And that just came to me like this past week when I had to take my wedding set off, which I hate, but I was going to lose it. So it's like either you're going to lose it or you need to size it. So I had
So
size, but yeah, we were having this conversation, and then I went to a different jeweler. I had a lot of broken gold and turned it in to have some other work done. It kind of offset the cost of it, and I was shocked with how much they gave me for it. Just little bits and pieces of broken.
we'll even look at that gold that we got whenever we did the train ride.
Yeah,
Um, you know, Debbie, well, oh Lord, Debbie kept dumping hers into the water. So finally, the girl showed her how to do it, and Debbie ended up dropping some. And I'm like, just give me the pan. So I put hers in with mine because there was next to nothing. But
yeah,
we got 66 US dollars for like some some gold
yeah.
that isn't even from there.
Mm-mm.
So it's actually quite funny. I called an Alaskan out. I was watching a program or a video, and he was talking about, oh my God, where did we do that?
Was it Skagway?
Yeah, Skagway.
Mhm.
Skagway has never produced one flake of gold. And he's going on and on and on that there's books written about people, finding gold. And I'm like, I'm not sure where you're getting your information. But he said, any of the gold that you find in Skagway came from the Yukon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No. I'm like, dude, we were just there the
Yeah.
end of August, 1st of September,
Yeah.
and that was exactly what
That's what they said.
everybody was saying. It
Yeah.
was common knowledge.
Hmm. Hey, Jesse.
Hey Jess.
And then I'm not sure who controversial cruising is, but I wanted to say hello.
That is my brother Scott.
Oh, Scott. Okay.
So it's really hard to forget who controversial cruising is
Forget.
because Scott is always talking to Scott.
It's the two Scotts. Scott.
Double trouble.
Scott squared.
Hmm. Speaking of Alaska, that Scott loves Alaska.
Oh. It was beautiful. From
Scott from
Scottsdale,
Scottsdale.
Arizona.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I used to live in Tucson. And I lived there for 6 years. Loved it. And my oldest right now, probably boarding her flight, she's on her way to Phoenix. So she's at her layover, which I didn't even ask where her layover was at. I didn't even think. What a good mama I am.
I
But she's
didn't
on
even ask.
Phoenix.
I thought she would just be flying direct. I didn't even ask her last night.
Yeah, no, and her mother, I didn't even ask, like, where's your layover at? I said, just keep me in the loop when you land and let me know when you're getting on the flight and all the things. So, yeah, so she's on her way to Phoenix and she's going to EG's. Now, Scott, do you have EG's in Scottsdale? I'm just being nosy. But she was like, Mom, it's right down the road. I'm getting the EG's. And I'm like, you better drink one for me. Oh, Tucson. We have someone in our cruise community that lives in Tucson. Randy from Scrow's. Is it Scrow's Nest?
Yeah.
Super cool. What a small world. Yeah, I loved Tucson. I would call it it's a city, but for me it felt like a small town. Like everybody was so kind, at least where we lived at. People were kind.
Come here, dude.
Of course, there's always a good side and there's a bad side of every city. So we just stayed out of the bad side, but
You know what?
I
You
love
can always find bad
everywhere.
everywhere. I don't care where you look.
You've
You can
never
find it.
you have never heard of EG's? That's an Arizona thing. Oh my gosh. Well,
And for all our friends that are thinking of cruising or wanting to do more cruising, uh, Scott and Bill go live 2 or 3 times a week. The only time you can't watch them is Friday night because we compete for times. But he does. Him and Bill do and it's all about the cruising community. Um, I recommend that you have a look. Hey, Christian. Um, yeah, they're good people, and other than they're not going to tell you false. Like
I'm
there's some vloggers that tend to tell you that you know rainbow and sunshine is all about it. No, Scott
oh,
and Bill will tell you the truth.
well, I just subbed to them, and Scott has a channel. It's called Grace and Fire, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna drop the link for EG's for Scott so he can check it out. So I just came in, and you'll see it
I
show up.
can't believe that, if it's supposed to be an Arizona thing,
Arizona.
that he don't know no EGs.
Oh,
Mm-mm-mm.
very okay, so they have these fruit, like a frozen fruit drink, kind of like an icy, but I don't like to call them an icy. They're actually made with real fruit, like
Okay.
pineapple and like strawberry and watermelon. It's made with, but it's like with shaved ice, and then they make like a simple, like it's all fresh. It's like a simple syrup with it, and um, okay, that's Scottsdale EG sort of thing. Well, I would not put it in with Dutch Brothers. I would say EG's is even better. They are the best of the best. And then like I used to be a PTO president back in the day, and we had 500 students at our elementary school. And at EG's, we would go buy these big containers of the slushy drinks for our kids. And then we'd have like a big party for all of the kids. We'd buy like, I mean, we bought several of them, but all of our elementary school kids loved it. It's better. I don't like Dutch. Oh, okay. 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 Well, if you look them up and you can find a location close to you, or if you're in an area, thank you so much. If you can find a location close to you, I recommend them. And all the flavors are good. I've not had one that I didn't like. But
So
yes,
do they have like we have something up here that's called like booster juice, and
okay.
it's all fresh fruit. Um, they have like lemongrass, like real lemongrass that they take and they cut, put it in. They have like additives for protein, you name it.
Yeah.
It almost sounds like it would be kind of on par with EG's.
Maybe. I mean, it's similar. I'm trying to find one up. Oh, the flavor of the month is pineapple dream.
Mm. I do like myself some pineapple, as long as it's not upside down.
Yeah, no. And that's a funny story. Well, I'll tell you that for later. But um let's see if I can make, I don't know, it kind of looks like a slushy, but I don't like to call them a slushy. But that's the pineapple dream flavor of the month.
Okay.
But
Yeah, no, it's more ice. It
it's like an
here,
icy,
let
but
me
real,
English really well. It's more icier than what a booster juice would be.
right. Yeah, it's like it, but they add fresh fruits to it, and they'll add
Yep.
real like lemongrass to it, or whatever, real coconut to it. Like you
Okay.
actually get chunks of it. It is
Mm,
so, and they
I
have
do like
sandwiches
myself
too.
some coconut too.
Their sandwiches are okay. I mean, I don't know. I would just have the slushy and call it good. Go somewhere else for a different sandwich. But y'all are making me hungry. Let's go to Alaska and get some reindeer sausage.
Ho 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 ho.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, they're just fishing for the king crab now, so
Mm-hmm. Oh man, Sir Grace is still talking about that king crab. Still.
Glenda has a short of me. Um, my king crab was talking,
Mm-hmm.
so
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
go to Glenda's channel and have a look.
he was freaking over. Sir Grace was freaking out about the price of it, and I went, "I don't care. You only are going to get this once. You better just get it."
You
Yeah,
know what? And it was actually cheaper than I was anticipating.
yeah. At least for that restaurant that we went to, it was a lot.
Yeah. The only thing I didn't like is the temperature.
Mm.
Um, and their garlic butter wasn't really garlicky.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I don't know how that's
But
possible.
don't get me wrong, I'd go back and order it again.
Sure. Well, the turkey burger was off the charts. That's what I had.
Hey, Miss Jody, Happy New Year.
Hey, Lucky. I mean, Nanny Tam. Yes, because she keeps winning
Oh,
over at
yeah.
20 days ahead. Yes.
I can't even get my name to see my name come up. She just keeps
She's like
bang, bang,
pop,
boom.
pop, 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 pop. She's the winner.
Um, and
Oh,
oh,
Jody,
Jody,
that's so
thank you so,
sweet.
so much.
Oh my goodness. That is so kind. Yeah,
Oh,
I'm so excited and truly shocked to win. I am so happy for you. I mean, we all go, "Whoa."
yeah,
It's amazing to watch. Let's all procrastinate.
yeah.
Yeah.
Backlash, aka Matt. What's going on, brother?
I actually tried to procrastinate today.
Well, technically we are.
Well, I was even going to be even more procrastinating.
Well, but I told you, who cares? You were the one that had to run and have a shower
I
and get
did. 'Cause
all
I'm like,
spiffy clean
my
and
hair is actually still wet because I didn't like I'm gonna straighten it out here this afternoon. So I won't be totally procrastinating, but I was just gonna sit and just procrastinate, start off 2026, taking it easy, you know. I know. I know. I didn't I've never.
oh, thank you so much, Scott. You didn't have to do that,
Oh, that
but
is so
you
sweet.
know, I'm not gonna. I had a wise man tell me one time, you never ever turn away somebody's blessing.
No.
So I appreciate you, Scott.
And then Matt said, I'm on a 1 week flu A procrastinating section. I saw a report the other day. They said the flu A is bad this year.
So I am getting every shot before we get down to Florida.
Hmm.
Um, I'm gonna have my pneumonia vaccine. I don't want to, but I am going to get my COVID booster.
Hmm.
I've already got my flu shot. Listen, I'm
Yeah.
going to be like the bionic man by the time I get down to Florida.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Not one bit. Now, we'll say that the report that I saw on the news was that the flu A this year it is missing the strain that's going around, but it's better
Yeah.
to get it just so that way it doesn't put you in the hospital. That's what they're saying, that they did miss one
Come
of
here.
them.
You want to come say hi to Annie
Oh,
Glenda? Come here.
okay. You absolutely never expected to win, but grateful for it. Oh, that's goodness. Hank!
Say
It's
hi. Hi.
Hank! I
I'm looking. I'm looking
boy!
around for you. I hear you.
Hey, Hank! He's the boy! There's the boy. Look
Look,
at him.
there's Annie Glenda right there.
He's so handsome.
No, he's looking to see if I've left anything, any snacks.
Any Scooby snacks? Any Scooby snacks? I need some Scooby snacks.
Oh, what do you think about Scooby Snack?
Scooby snacks. Panda and Coastal had flu shots and are unaffected. Well, that's good to know.
Well,
There
they said that the flu shot this year, because what they do. Oh, okay, but Danny, yeah, go see
no
your boy.
worries, Wanda. Thank you for being here.
Yes, Wanda, take care. God bless and Happy New Year.
Yes.
Um, we get our North America gets our flu shot from Australia,
Yeah, it's based on what happened in Australia.
so that's how they get our serum.
Hmm.
And they said that they hit it about 75% this year.
Yeah. Well, they were
So
talking about one of the strains that's really bad right now that's going around, and I can't remember. My daughter named it off it because I said, "Yeah, I watched the report," and she
I
goes,
thought it was Norwalk.
"I don't know.
No, it
I don't
wasn't
know. It's one of
Norwalk.
the strains, but they're saying it's best to get it
Mhm.
if that's what you do. I mean, I'm not. Again, I'm not a doctor. Make your own decisions. Do your own thing. I'm not here to tell you what to do, but that's what they were saying. I need eggs. And I
Mhm.
want to go to the store. EG's got me thinking of it. Kind of looks like you'd be saying eggs. I know my girls are not laying right now. They're starting to squat, so we should be back online pretty soon. But
See, I don't. And Mike and Terry were talking about this last night. Apparently, I think he said they have 18 layers,
mhm,
and none of them are laying.
it's because of the position of the sun.
But yeah, we're getting two dozen eggs from the girls. They just don't stop.
Well, how old are your girls?
Mix
Okay.
from 1 year to 6,
So it's your year-olds probably still going at it.
probably.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you know,
Maybe even 2-year-olds.
yeah.
Hey, Fairbanks, thank you for being here. Yeah,
Howdy, howdy, howdy.
my 2-year-olds last year were going strong, but now they did their molt, and I don't do supplement lighting.
Mm-mm.
I just give my girls a break, and that's okay. I mean, I quit sharing eggs in the fall just to kind of push us through the down period. And then in January, they start coming back up online, is what I like to say. They'll start doing their little squatting,
Yeah.
and so we have a girl. So Grace came in yesterday, and her name is Midnight, but her nickname is Gladys. She sounds like this like old sultry lady that with a cigar or a cigarette out her mouth and talks like this when she squawks at you. She sound, you know what I mean? So we nicknamed her Gladys, even though her name's Midnight. So he comes in and goes, Gladys is squawking. She I do have chicken. I do. I do.
I'll leave it to Scott.
I do. I am a crazy chicken lady. Sometimes I'll go live from the chicken run.
Yeah, she'll sit there out in the chicken run,
Yeah.
and the girls will be out bugging away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. In fact, I probably should do it again. And answer questions too. I'm not the expert in all things chickens, but
Yeah.
if you had a chicken question, I do my best to answer what I know.
Or you'll look it up.
Yeah. Yeah. I do. But most things like I mean, this year will be my 6th year of having chickens. And I've made a lot of rookie mistakes and I've learned a lot of things. And yep, I do can and pickle. Yep, in mason jars. In fact, I have some figs right now in the freezer ready to go to become fig, rosemary, and wine jam. It's all in one, and it's
Bye, Nanny Tam.
by Nanny Tam. It's the best on some brie cheese with a little crackers. But yeah, I love canning. Oh, thank you, Scott. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Yeah, I've been canning.
Scott, that's why she's my sister.
And then I'm going to be starting Saturday, and so I'm going to go live with it because there's been a lot of questions about it. But I will be winter seed sowing. So I have my own garden, and I have we're going to cut it down this year. It's a 40 by 30 garden in bed, and then I have raised beds as well. But we're going to cut it down. Oh, fig spread. It's good. And it's from the figs that are actually growing in my backyard. There are Chicago hardy figs, which are great for a zone 6B, which is what I am. But yeah, I'm gonna start winter seed sowing. I have some milk jugs ready to go and thought, there a lot of people have been asking questions lately about it. And I thought I'd show how easy it is. You don't
Yeah.
need the equipment. You just
No, Scott, I don't have any blood brothers and sisters, but this is the closest
I always
one
wanted
to
a
a
brother.
sister I got.
I always wanted a big brother. So that's my big brother.
She got one.
I always wanted one. I didn't want to be the oldest of 3 girls. I wanted a big brother. I got my big brother. Oh, Musgrave Family Farm is in the house. Hey,
Yeah,
hey.
they just stopped down by and make sure, guys, you're over. Give us both thumbs up, and please do. Most of you are watching from Glenda's side. We're still trying to get her monetized.
I'm not, you can have about
She doesn't
2,000.
care,
You can
but
have
we do.
2,000 subs and not be monetized. This girl can do it. Yeah, so that'd be nice. Thank you. And yes, and you are my real Aunt Lynn. my real
Yes.
life blood auntie. Who actually, let me just say, on Christmas Day, OMG, that girl can cook up a meal with all the fixings.
I wouldn't expect any less from Aunt Lan.
Oh my gosh.
And I could see cameraman on a stool in the kitchen getting all the stuff going too.
She told me, she said, "Don't bring nothing. Just bring yourselves." Like,
Yeah, right.
couldn't do that. So I brought some. Now I bought it, but because I just didn't have any canned up, but I bought some jam. I had some jalapeno, sweet jalapeno jam that I bought. And then I took some brie cheese and I brought the wine and the sparkling grape juice just in case somebody didn't want any wine. So I did bring that. But everything that Aunt Lynn made, oh my gosh. She's like, I did not make my own dressing. It was still
Oh,
good. It was still good.
listen, Aunt
Turkey
Lan,
was off the charts. It was moist and
I
tender.
had a horrible year this year because let's just say one of my children decided to clean out my baking slash cooking cupboard,
Uh-oh.
threw out all my summer savory.
Oh no.
I had that much summer savory for 3 loaves of bread. So I was using thyme, I was using cumin, it still was not my dressing. I was horrified because my kids, they'll sit down and they will take a bowl of dressing
Hmm.
and not one of them will learn how to make it. And I said, I ain't gonna be around forever, guys.
You better learn this recipe.
One of you might want to start, but I gotta say, Kyle was with me pretty much all Christmas Day. He
Oh.
actually took the initiative. He made all breakfast,
Mm.
Christmas breakfast, and he made sausages. He made bacon. He made home fries. You name it, that boy made it.
That sounds like my youngest. The one thing he wanted to learn so desperately bad. I mean, just like he's like, "Mom, I want to make your biscuits and gravy from scratch." And I went, "Okay." And I said, "Well," he goes, "Can you send a recipe over?" And I said, "Well, no, not really. You're going to have to come to the house and I'll have to make it. And you need to just stand there and watch."
So, Scott, I'll do up a thumbnail. I don't know what Glenda's plans are for tomorrow night, but if she's doing nothing,
I'm not doing anything.
maybe we can
I'm going to
have
be
you
procrastinating.
and Bill up and the whole cruising community, and
Yeah,
we'll just maybe sip some suds and
got some.
pretend like we're on a cruise, and we can party like it's 1999.
Aunt Len better be there because she's going to be taking her first cruise this year.
Well,
She's
I'm
working on it. I'm so
Aunt Lynn.
excited for her.
We need to sit down and chat. I
Mhm.
can tell you how to get house coats, slippers free. All
Yeah,
you got to do is know who to ask.
yeah, yeah. She asked me for some tips, and I said, "Well, I will tell you the tips from the one cruise line on the one cruise that I took, but I don't know everything." So,
Well, and that's what's good about the cruise community that Scott's talking about.
mhm,
We have, you know, there's a few of us for NCL.
mhm.
There's some with Carnival,
Okay.
Princess,
Mhm.
and Royal. It's a mix.
So, Aunt Len, you need to be,
Oh,
you need
honestly,
to.
you've if and I'm trying to think here. Let me post Bill's. Um, let me post up Bill's
Who's going?
channel. You want to get him as well. He does a lot of solo cruising.
So she's going to be on. It's the ship. It's called the Mardi Gras, and it's a carnival. I think. I think that's
Yep,
yeah. So that's the one that the family is wanting her to do. She did try for NCL, but the family's like, no,
that's
we
the
want
one.
Mardi Gras.
Scott, isn't that the ship that just about sank last week?
Uh-oh. See, Lynn, you may be able to go back to the family and go, oh, that's the ship that about sank. Let's do NCL, please. We have an
Uh,
airport family that we only recommend. Yeah. No, I know Aunt Lynn. Oh, and by the way, Aunt Lynn is from the official Aunt Lynn show. They have a channel. If one of the moderators could share the link, my mom and aunt on Wednesdays at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time go live together. They're real two live sisters, although they don't look like each other. But I can vouch that they're sisters, and I know which parent each one looks like. They look like different
oh
parents.
my goodness,
So
you
they're
would
all
never ever like you could put them together.
yeah.
You'd never guess it
Nope. But I know which
until
parent
you listened and watched the mannerisms.
and their little spats.
Oh yeah.
And their little spats that they have.
Well,
They're real sisters,
if sissies aren't fighting, they're not real sisters.
right? Right? And Aunt Lynn is older than my mom. They're 5 years apart. And then they have a brother that's 5 years younger than my mom. And he doesn't even look like they all three look so different. It's really interesting.
That's funny.
It is so funny how different all three of them look. And they all three have different hair color, different eye color. Just, but my poor mother, she's the short one. So bless her heart. They're all taller than her. So yeah, but they are real life sisters. They do this fun get together talk show. They interview different people. They've had Jesse and Lisa on the channel from Lazy Days Ahead. Um,
Hmm.
they had Casey from Ormsby Farms, Miss Ann Dale Homestead. So yeah, so many different people. So if you would like to ever be on the channel, let them know. You'd be in good hands. And if not, I'm usually behind the scenes running the show for them now here lately, and I can butt my mom out of out she goes. It's just my joke. And yes, their mama is 95 years and going strong. And she is a great, great grandmother of three littles. Um, we have five generations in our family. It's my grandchildren, the three of them. And
Yeah,
so, what is really cool to me is that my grandmother got to meet my grandchildren.
yeah.
Yeah.
Aunt Lynn, there's another good channel to sub to as well.
Yes.
Armstrong Adventures. Bill, great guy. Um, he's from the Detroit area. The only downfall he has is he cheers for the Lions.
Right there, Detroit. I could just see her, my aunt, going, "We are from here, and Detroit is right here."
Yeah,
Actually, that's my mother.
that's
Glenn
funny.
doesn't do that so much. Then, what's funny is Indiana's a big foot, is all it is. And so I stick my foot up and I'm like, "We are from here." And I point on my foot. Anyhow, that's like our little joke.
Yeah, but
But yeah, from Detroit. Okay. Oh, say it again. Okay, so I overtalked. So what he said was sub to Bill. He's from the Detroit area. Great information for cruising. Go sub.
and the only downfall is he's a Lions fan.
Armstrong. Yes. Armstrong,
Yes.
Atlanta.
All you got to do is just click on the link. I just posted his link.
Do you know Bill Armstrong? That's the next question because I think she might know. She's from that area.
Well,
I wonder if it's somebody you know.
it's pretty. I'm gonna say Bill has a unique structure and hair color, and you Bill is Bill.
So, Aunt Lynn, you may know him from the Detroit area.
Well,
They grew
you
up
know,
on the outskirts of Detroit. Like when I say she
okay,
has
well, he's on the outskirts of Detroit, yes.
so
And
it's possible, Aunt Lynn. You
I
need to go look.
don't think he'd be as old as Aunt Lynn, but he'd be in the ball field.
William Armstrong. I'll be live
Yes.
with him later, Aunt Lynn, at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So go check them out tonight, and then maybe you know them.
Yeah, they're a great group. Um, Scott is a hoot.
Mm.
Um, he, I'm sorry, but he just, yeah, he gets a few pop, and well, he gets to be in a little silly.
Well, my kind of person. I already
Oh
said
yeah.
to him, so I'll try to get in on live tonight so I can catch.
Well, I'll text you because I'm usually there about 75+% of the time.
Wait a second. So you have okay. So you have your serious live. So that way it's like the
Friday
crazy
night is
time.
his drinking live.
That's the one I want to go to. That's the party.
But he's going to be here with us tomorrow because he's not going live.
That's right. You have two sides, cruising and serious. Well, I don't know. People that I saw cruising, they typically have a fun side to them. There were these two guys that we ran into on our cruise that we met before, like we were in line. Okay. So I had a blast with these two guys because I kept running into them throughout the week.
Oh
And
no.
let me tell you how much fun they stayed in the Haven. And so this is what I did. Okay. Aunt Lynn would be so proud of me. So I went and looked for all things free on the ship. Like that was my thing. I'm like, I am gonna be there. I'm gonna go get the free things. So one of the free things was if you go to the jewelry store, you can get a free charm and you could get a free glass of champagne. Seriously, I learned that. And Sir Grace doesn't drink. So I'm like, hey, and I didn't pay for the drinks package. Oh, so I went every night to go get my free charm. Well, I ran into these guys, and let me tell you, they knew all the gossip about everybody. See this person? This is what this person did. You see that person? That's what this person did.
They were a blast.
They were a hoot to talk to. A
Oh,
hoot. I
oh,
enjoyed it.
you've got to tell Scott about your leave your luggage with me scenario.
Okay, so I am I am a stickler. So let me give the backstory. So I'm also my husband is disabled. He's visually impaired. So I am always watching everything, okay? And I'm very protective. I'm extremely protective. And so of everything, including our luggage. Like nobody's going to get by with me. So I first time cruiser. I'm with Scott and Debbie. Thankfully, I had somebody
Hi,
help
Don Raby.
with the ropes. And this guy comes up and okay, well, first guy he said, okay, get off. And the first guy goes, go down there, and that's where you drop your luggage off in the white tent that's set back. And so I'm going, white tent, set back. Got it. Go straight to the white tent, like just blinders, white tent, set back. And I'm watching my husband, I'm watching the dog, I'm watching the luggage, and I'm keeping up with Scott and Debbie, right? And so this guy pops out and he goes, I can take your luggage. And I like, no, you're not. I gotta go to the white tent. He goes, but I take the luggage back to the white. And And I watched Scott and Debbie hand their luggage over, and I thought, okay, maybe it's okay. But I wouldn't have given it to them if Scott and Debbie hadn't done it. Dang, it would have
He
been a
was hell bent on that white tent.
white
Sit
tent
back.
setback. We were not there. We were not there. He was almost to the street, and I'm like, no, we don't. And then I honestly, true story, if Scott and Debbie hadn't done it, hadn't let go of their luggage and went, okay, sounds good, here's your tip, I probably would have went, no, not only no, heck no, get your hands off my stuff. I'm walking back to the white tent. And then if they hadn't done it, I also would have been panicking. Am I going to get my luggage back? Because what's in there was dog food, and because we have a service dog, and all of our clothes for the week, and thankfully I had like all of the medical equipment with us on hand, so they weren't touching that. So yeah, that was really what happened. True
And
story.
then we went into the handicap line,
And then we
and so
took
Grace and I sat down, and her and Debbie were chit-chatting, and I said, now, Glenda, turn around. She turned around. What? And then I'm like, see that white tent? Yeah. I said, that's your white tent.
Yeah.
So
I was
he
like,
really was only taking it 50 feet.
Yeah.
But there was no way in hell she was giving up that luggage.
No, I wasn't, because I needed to go to the white tent. I was doing exactly what I was told to do.
And then I said, look at how many people actually are going to the white tent.
Yeah. That would have been me.
Nobody.
That would have been me. I would have been the crazy lady. That would have been a video. There goes Glenda, hell-bent to the white tent.
Oh, no. Nobody was touching the luggage.
Nobody. But I tell you, there were some things that were really, I was telling Aunt Lynn, she's like, do you have any tips? And we were talking about it. And I said, one of the things is a new cruiser that I'm grateful I did. I asked, this is what I ask doctors when I go into a medical appointment and trying to advocate and for my husband and whatnot, is I always ask the doctor, what questions have I not asked in that pertains to this scenario, right? And so then I always get feedback. So I asked our travel agent, Terry, at the time, what questions have I not asked you that I should be asking? Oh yeah, see, I am too. Nobody touches, at least Dawn's with me right here. So anyhow, one of the things that they said was we can get a private tour to help orient my husband to the ship because he is visually impaired and with a service dog. And so we went in with Scott and Debbie at first, and then we had one of the top management people. She was from the accessibility team. She separated us from them. And so we got a very quiet tour without anybody around. Like it was just the workers flipping the ship, doing all their cleaning and stuff, but it was not without a crowd. So my husband could actually listen to it. Yeah. And we went everywhere, all over that ship. Like, here's the restaurants, here's the potty station for the dog. Here's, like a really cool place to go sit down if you need to just chill, just real sweet. And then took us and we met our steward, and then his boss came in as well. So we got to meet his boss, and we got access to our room just before 11 o'clock. And so we were able to set our luggage down, and she goes, you are welcome to stay in your room before everybody and just unwind and chill. And if you need anything, you ask, you let us know. Here's all the accessibility things that he needs. If there's anything we're missing, please let us know. I am so glad I asked Terry that question. What questions have I not asked you? Because that meant a private tour. Yeah. And he told me how to set it up through accessibility. And they were amazing. I mean, and my husband had a great time. And I was telling, Jesse the other day. I don't know if Jesse's listening, but the dog, when he was off duty, we just would crack that door open all the way. Well, open it, and I moved the chairs over, and the dog chose, like, I knew Dad was in sitting on the couch. I'm gonna go sit on the balcony, and he'd sit and he'd watch the whales jump and all the animals. He just kind of like, and the seagulls coming in. It was like he was on vacation too. He knew it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You live in the Baltimore area too long, and the young men I work with told me how they stole things. Oh, wow. Yeah. See, that's blinders on, white tent. That would be me.
Well, and let's face it, Baltimore, there's a couple nice places,
Yeah.
but it's mostly, yeah.
I don't
I wouldn't leave my luggage.
know.
Actually, we had an opportunity to go out of Baltimore on Carnival, and I said, no, thank you, please.
Yeah. Mm-mm. No, and I'm not a fan of the area either. I go into DC um, every so often for some volunteer work that I do. And Baltimore is one of the airports that would be cheaper if I flew into. And I'm like, nope, we're going to fly into DCA. I'll go to Ronald Reagan Airport and I'll pay the extra. And yeah, no, I'm not a fan of even the airport at Baltimore. So no, I don't blame you. Yeah, and that's why I think maybe my blinders are on, like white tent.
Well, and
Because of,
you were only doing as you were instructed.
yep,
You're a new cruiser, of course.
yep,
What they should have said is go down, and at the end of the building you're going to turn right
hmm
and see a porter, and they
just
will
wearing
take
like
your
a white
luggage to
jacket
the
and a
white
white
tent.
hat. Yeah, yeah.
That would have cleared everything up for everybody.
Well, no, it would have cleared everything up for me, not for
Well,
you and Debbie, because you've done it before. You're like, I trust. Here you go.
well, yeah, but
Me, white tent.
and that's it. It's really the new cruisers that
Yeah. No, I
need
don't know.
that information. If you've cruised before, you know the routine. You look for a porter, you give them your luggage, you throw them $10, and it's in your room whenever you get there.
Yeah, yeah,
A magic little elf carries it to your room.
yeah, yeah. But no, I was like, give up my luggage.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'll tell you though, I would do it again. I enjoyed cruising. I think one of the things that I didn't like, well, of course, the potty station. I think I would have to have that
And
conversation within.
you should have pushed harder on that one. But
Yeah, well, I still have the video, and it's still sitting in pending on what exactly happened with the potty station. And I'll tell you though, the dog, God bless him, he was such a trooper. Every time we got off the ship, he was given ample time to be on the grass. So let me make that super clear. But bless his heart, it was so small that he didn't quite understand what he was supposed to do. And you're talking a big service dog. He's a mobility. That's what his training is. So he's a bigger boy. And this potty station was tiny, and he is trained to poop a certain way. And so he held it in. And when we got off before we got off the cruise, Sir Grace took him to the bathroom in the potty station because we knew it would be a little bit, get rid of what you can. And as soon as we was it gross? No, it wasn't gross. It was clean. It was just too small.
I was gonna say that's one thing I gotta give them is it
Yeah.
was clean, because that
Yeah.
was one of my first questions to her.
It was,
Are they cleaning it? Is
yeah.
it clean?
Oh, yeah, yeah. It was clean. I'll give it that, but it was not. It would be good if it was like a seizure dog. Typically, those are your smaller dogs, but this was not.
True.
He's a mobility dog, so he's a bigger boy. He's trained to do bigger. And I've talked to people who travel with service dogs on the different cruises, and I got a list of ships that had like what is in the airports, so they're ample space. Um,
So
But oh, go ahead.
one thing that we had talked about at the time,
Hmm.
and I actually brought it up to my person, was you know you don't have service dogs on every cruise.
Mm-mm. No.
So it would be very easy if the cruise line was to have five artificial turf
Yep. And put puppy pads underneath of it,
puppy pads underneath, or build some kind of like,
a box.
yeah, a
Well,
two by two box that would hold the stuff.
mm,
And then, you know what, halfway through the week, switch it out
yeah,
and take it in the back of the ship
yeah.
where it goes out into the ocean,
Power.
pressure wash it down, let it hang. It's going to last at least a year.
Well, what airports do is they actually use that turf, and then
Oh,
underneath
okay.
of it, they put puppy pads to catch the urine. So, and then they just kind of pull it out, and just replace it.
Mm.
This was like a litter box with cedar chips in it, and it had a plastic liner to catch the urine and stuff. And they kept it clean. I will say that it was kept clean. Of course, my husband also cleans up after his dog, and they told us we didn't have to clean up after him. But my husband cleaned up after, because that's his training too. Like, hey, I'm a responsible dog owner, and I'm going to clean up after my dog. It's
Mm.
just it was the size. Well, what ended up happening was is we did the transfer from Seattle to, or from the port to the airport, and where the buses end up, it's nowhere near the airport's potty station for the service dogs, which is like, it's a hike. It's a major hike. So God bless them. We got inside because you have to go the um, through the parking lot. Well, it's the what is it? The parking garage. You have to go through the parking garage, and as he was walking, his poo fell out of his hiney, as he couldn't hold it, and it was 2.5 bags full, like he had held it in. And then the look he gave, he was mortified because he's not allowed to do that. And we just looked at him, and I stopped people. I'm like, stop, don't walk here, just because you don't think walking through a parking garage that there's poop on the concrete, you know what I mean? Like, just stop, I'm cleaning. And so I'm going behind cleaning, and this poor puppers was just mortified. And he just, if he could cry, I'm sure he would have. Like, that's how mortified he looked. The dog did. And so we just loved on him, and we're like, no, we're trying to get you to the potty station, the proper place, and you're doing good, bless your heart. So he's a trooper, but it was just too small for him. So somebody told me the Disney cruise is a good one for service dogs. They have a proper potty station. And then I think it was Royal Caribbean was the other one. I have to go back and look at my notes.
Actually, Royal was had failed.
Really?
Yeah. Um, Princess, maybe?
No, I think it was.
No, Princess failed. Royal was
Oh,
one of the royal ships. It was one of the newer ships.
what did it fail?
Um, accessible. Yeah, there was just it would take you so long to take the dog to the potty station and back again that it actually interfered with your cruise.
Hmm,
So instead of, like, you know, let's face it, a lot of people don't understand these cruises
they're
and
huge.
these ships. There's more hidden
Hmm.
walkways
Oh
and
yeah,
back sections than what you even see.
yeah. Because we got to see that. We got the private tour. I mean,
Yeah.
because that his potty station was in a. We got to open up a crew only door and go in. Yeah, it was
So
neat.
yeah, and it just You know, that was the only bad thing that I've heard about
Yeah.
Royal
Hmm.
was that it was like the one person it was almost 45 minutes to 50 minutes return to take the poor puppers to the bathroom.
Mm.
And they didn't think that was feasible or right. And I tend to agree.
I agree because you got to be able to offer that, you know, and if you're taking a trained service dog or a guide dog, I mean, there is that training not just for the dog, but it's also for the human of how much you really do need to pay attention to
But
going.
really, we only had the one waiter that kind of acted funny whenever Hawk and then Sir Grace and I moved Hawk back in behind where we were. He just seemed very
He might have been scared. We run into people that are like that, and that I there are a lot of really bad experiences that people have with dogs in general and not necessarily a service dog, but they don't understand the difference between what like the sheer
yeah.
amount of a properly trained service dog. Like we use a nonprofit organization and had real trainers training him, and then my husband had to be trained. So, but you can't like if there's a fear that's already set in, especially from childhood. That's a hard one to overcome, and we totally respect people like that.
Mhm.
Um,
All we did is moved him back to the back of the.
yeah, but just
He
that way.
didn't care. He put his head on my feet,
Yep.
and he was out cold.
Yeah. Well, yes and no, because he's still on alert. It's
Well,
he'll go to sleep, but you're thinking he's out, and then all of a sudden here he comes.
okay, but let me say, he kept my feet nice and warm.
Yeah, yeah, he does. He's a good boy. But no, I don't really have a complaint with like the staff was amazing. Like that, I just think that the potty box needs to be bigger to accommodate a mobility assist service dog. And if they did that, it would have been just fine. Honestly, I think it would have.
Oh, Don, don't get her going.
I've
Yeah.
turned into a bouncer because of that very thing. So my husband is a veteran, and I was in the VA hospital several years ago, and I love the breed. So if you have the breed, I'm not knocking the breed because it's
There
actually
you go.
one of my favorite ones, but not for service dogs, but as a pet. So a guy, a veteran, instead of using a nonprofit or using a trainer to train his dog, he DIY'd it. And or he slapped a vest on. I'm not sure. So anyhow, it was a Rottweiler, and we were standing about 10 feet away from this dog, and he got whiff of my husband's dog and turned around and lunged towards my husband and the dog and growling, foaming at the mouth. And literally, I jumped. I mean, I leaped right in front of the two of them, and I threw my shoulders back to guard him. And when you throw your shoulders back and you throw that power, that like resets a brain typically. Like you're not going to bite. We're not doing that. And so I had the veteran kicked out of the VA, and his dog is banned. Now they will still do services for the veteran, thankfully, but the dog has been banned from the VA. And the question that I posed to them was, I said, this service dog that my husband has comes from a nonprofit organization with lawyers, and that would do a case pro bono. Is the VA prepared for a lawsuit because they allowed somebody to bring a veteran in that was not properly trained? And the VA recognizes the service dog that my husband has because of the insurance that he's got on him. So I can be pretty mean as well with that. So I have a problem with people DIYing or just slapping a that's
I'm I'm sorry, but there should be some, everybody's saying it's attack on personal rights. No, it's not.
mm-mm, no,
Um,
no,
there's a huge difference between a service dog and a mobility, like not a mobility. No, I said that wrong.
no, no, no. A
There's
fake service
two.
dog and properly trained dog.
That's right. Like puppers has went through thousands of hours
Yeah, so it was
and thousands of
400.
dollars.
Yeah, and actually the price went up. Okay, so he had 400 hours of training per task, and that was after he did. I'm gonna put it in a human perspective. He had already gone through high school and graduated from high school, then started the college, then started,
His
all that.
specialty. Yeah.
Yeah. And then there's recertifications, and the nonprofit, they get sponsorships. So we didn't have to pay for it, thankfully. So it was at no cost to us. But at the time that he was trained, it was $25,000 worth of training put into that dog.
Wow.
So, um,
And I'm saying you can see it too.
yeah, you can.
100%.
Yeah.
Because, we have people here in town. I have a service dog. Oh, where did you get it? Oh, well, I trained him myself. No, you didn't.
No,
You
no.
you might have a dog that's well trained,
Right.
but you do not have a service dog.
No. Uh-uh.
And I know a lot of people get upset with me, and I'm sorry,
No.
but I'm a huge, I've seen children bitten
Yeah.
by service dogs.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's
They weren't service dogs. They were, yeah.
so I know that, I try to help people because I made a lot of mistakes before the dog came into my life. I mean, I made a lot of dumb mistakes with other people's service dogs. Like one of the things that I used to do before the dog came into my life is I used to go up and just start petting people's service dogs and guide dogs, which is a big no-no. But I did it. I did it. So I always tell people what helped me once the dog came into our life is that I don't think of him any different than a wheelchair, a guide
Yeah.
stick, a prosthetic. And for people who are like, oh my gosh, $25,000 is so expensive. I agree. But
No, it's not.
prosthetics can be equally as expensive too. There's medical equipment that somebody may rely on and you're paying a lot for.
It has given Sir Grace,
Oh, he's got his life back.
he's got his life back.
Yeah.
So $25,000,
Yeah.
it's nothing
No. To
for
see
a
him live.
human to
Mm,
have their life given back to them.
mhm,
And just to see the joy
mhm.
in Sir Grace's face
Yeah.
around puppers.
Oh my gosh. Well, that dog
Guys,
saved
I
his
I
life.
just wish you could see it.
Yeah.
Like it's just amazing the happiness and you know
Well, he saved his life. I'll put it point blank. He has saved his life multiple times. I don't think that he would be alive today if it weren't for the dog. I mean, I'm just going to put it out there.
yeah.
And that's where I'm just like, wow. And this dog we are approaching full on retirement. He is older. Um, and, I asked him, I said, are you thinking on a service dog, like doing it again? And he said, yeah, but he said he's going to need time. So I'm gonna let him take the wheel with that. But I have a lot. This dog will always hold a special spot in both of our hearts. And I don't know. He's just taught us a lot in life. But
Mhm.
I,
Amen.
I'm
Amen, Dawn.
grateful. Yeah, independence is priceless. And it's so, a lot of people don't realize that, like, I don't know, that they are just lifesavers. Like they just think, oh, I get to have my pet. And And I had a pet dog I had two of them. I had two Cocker Spaniels. I had an English and an American Cocker Spaniel, and I thought I trained them good. And no, I didn't. So anyhow, I could leave my pet dogs at home like all the time. It was no big deal. Well, one went on to live with my mother. She was a senior and she got to live her life out eating scrambled eggs and toast and bacon on Saturday morning. So a proper
Heaven.
breakfast. Yeah. So she lived, I was there the day that she passed. But, and then I had my English or American Cocker. That was my little girl. And they got along just fine, the two of them.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just, I don't know. Last year, or last I knew, there wasn't any across the board. Right. There isn't. There is no paperwork. That is absolutely 1,000% true. There is no paperwork
No.
or a card that is valid. Now, yes, the service dog organization that he comes from is ADI accredited service dog organization. They are at the top in the world. They're, in fact, going into Canada with the cruise. One of the things that I had to look into was like, what kind of paperwork do I need from the veterinarian to cross borders? Because you still have to do all that. Just because you have a service dog doesn't mean you get a free card, like to travel into any country you want or to enter back into your home country. You still have to go and do all of the paperwork. And I've imported a dog before. I imported my English Cocker Spaniel from England into the United States. So I knew that it would be a little bit of work and there's some timing to get right. But to get into the United States, I had to do a USDA form, a health certificate, and it had to be uploaded and it had to be approved. And we had to do everything like to the time. Then I had to fill out all of the flight forms. So for flying with them, you do all that. And then I had to have his rabies certificate on hand with me, and the timing of the rabies. This is all just for the United States. The timing of the rabies had to be just so, like within a certain time, both from the time of vaccination. I mean, and they had just changed the rules and they made it really more stringent in 2025, which is fine, great. I don't mind it. All Canada needed was a letter from the ADI accredited service dog organization stating what his training was, what was the graduation date, and what is he trained for.
It was 10 times harder to
One
get
piece of
him
paper.
into Alaska, which is a U.S.,
To the ports.
consulate. And Canada was like, yeah, just give us this piece of paper here.
From
You're
the
good to
ADI
go.
accredited service dog organization, because he's from a world-renowned service dog organization.
Yeah. Hey, Troy. And
Is he?
just before I forget, I just
Mhm.
want to answer Joe.
Yeah.
Joe said, did I make any resolutions? I've never made resolutions, Joe. I make goals. Resolution, I let down everybody.
And I'm still in the goal thing because I actually did make one goal this year. I'm going to
And
say resolution. I'll call it goal.
and I do believe that we should be making goals throughout the year,
Yeah.
not only once a year, because Lord knows life changes multiple times throughout the year.
Mhm. And sometimes you have to adjust it a little bit. Maybe you made it too hard.
Absolutely.
And
And that's okay.
those small
And that's
milestones that add up to something big.
yeah. So I honestly it I wish that it would change to New Year's goals
Mhm.
and not resolutions.
Yeah, I have one. And we'll see. I'm not going to share it because private, but
Yeah, Scots don't make resolutions. We make solutions.
right.
Amen, brother.
You can steal that and give me part credit. He wants a bit of that piece of the pie.
Absolutely.
I don't make resolutions. If I get thrown off track, that's so depressing. Yeah,
Yep.
I'm messing
See?
with the word goal.
But
2025, I did good. I had a lot of, I'm going to say goals. I called them resolutions, but I had a lot of goals that I met, and I celebrate that. It's the first time I've ever really done it too. And I was like, wow, I can do this.
Absolutely, Scott. Scots must stick together.
That's right.
We're all special.
What kind of special? We'll find out. Stay tuned. In 20
Well, you all know me, but you can hop over to his serious live tonight. Uh, Scott ain't got a serious bone in his body. He tries. Mm-mm.
Hey, now that's a good way, Joe. I fail at them. I never made them since I started the resolution failing. That should be a 2026 goal, a resolution fail. What can you make that will fail? And then
Yeah,
you can check it off your list. And then by the time you get done, you can maybe hit bingo and win something cool.
yeah. So
That's an
there you go,
idea.
Joe. And like even if you were to break it up into quarters,
Yeah.
once a quarter, make yourself a goal.
No, Joe, make a resolution fail. I think I like that. That's kind of like, what can I fail at during the year?
Oh, I can. Hey, I could fail at multiple
Me
things.
too. That would be fun. That would be a fun one. You have to celebrate the small wins. Those make big goals. That's exactly right.
Amen.
That was my 25 year. It was the small wins.
Yeah.
Um, and it didn't all happen at once.
There you go, Joe. Yeah.
Resolution failing. Hashtag. Yes. Oh, thanks, Dawn. Um, yeah, I think that's what we all should come up with what can we fail at this year?
Yeah.
Mhm. I like your thinking there, Joe. I like that.
Absolutely. And don't forget, Joe's part of the cruising community too. So
Well, whoever can make the biggest one should like, I don't know, win a prize.
I tell you what,
Just like
my
don't end up in the hospital. Like there should be like a boundary there, like
exactly. My first goal is to ensure that I'm not late for my first cruise in 5 weeks for
whoop whoop
2026.
whoop whoop. I'm so excited for you and Debbie. That's going to be amazing.
Everybody, there's a lot of people who trash NCL.
Mm. I didn't think they were
For
bad.
Debbie and I, it's more our speed.
Mm.
There's lots of shows.
Mhm.
There, if you want to have a quiet time, go for it.
Yeah.
There's only between 3 and 4,000 people on their ships.
Yeah.
So, you know, I just and they're good to you.
Mm.
You show them you show them that you're committed to them. They give you special perks.
Yeah.
Because we're jumping up a level and we weren't home what, Glenda, 3 days
Yeah,
from
hardly
Alaska?
less than a week. I know it was
And
a week.
I got a call from this guy, and he's like, "Hey, how was Alaska?" I'm like, "Great. Who the hell are you?"
Yeah.
And then he introduced himself that he was with NCL, and thank you for stepping up and everything that we do for NCL, and we see that you're going to be going to the silver level, which I know there's a lot of people in here that are platinum and whatever else, gold, but they start you off lower. It's almost like they get you. So for $800, we got a $4,000 cruise.
Yeah. Yeah.
We were going anyways because our 30th anniversary is the 1st of May.
That's awesome.
But if we didn't sail by the end of April, this special, he said you could take your chance and there might be as good or there might not be as good of deal come out. He said, "This is what I can offer you now." And I said, "Okay." I said, "Well, what if can we book for February and without penalties?" Like, absolutely. So we did do one upgrade. We've always wanted to see what a ocean view room is. We've been in balcony and, you know, and that is where I did my first mistake.
Mm.
Mama went to a balcony her first cruise, and she said, "Mo, mama like."
Yeah, I like the balcony. That's how I did mine. I like
So,
the balcony. I can't.
but I've had a lot of people, friends, tell me that ocean view is kind of, if you get the big window, is kind of cool. And I'm like, okay, well, if I wouldn't have got the special, I could have saved $1,000 between a balcony and an ocean view.
Mm.
I don't know. So that's the whole scuttlebutt. And hey, it's only 7 days. It's not like we're stuck there for the rest of our life.
Oh no,
It's one cruise.
things.
So, we can always upgrade because whenever they offer you a bonus, either a casino bonus, a loyalty bonus, you name it, whatever. It's one thing they offer you, and then you can do additions.
Right.
So what a lot of people do is they take the lowest offer, and then they bid on suites,
Mm-hmm.
and they end up with a suite for next to nothing.
Mm.
So, yeah, save balconies for bucket list. Absolutely. Um, Scott, did you see how Hawaii is? Um, well, as of today, they're doing cruisers really wrong,
Mm.
upping their price by a substantial amount of money. Um, I just think that, with everybody trying to fight for the people,
Right.
to cruise, Hawaii, I don't think should have raised their price up quite as much as what they did, but hey, they might know something I don't, right?
Yeah, I don't that I want to go to that's actually Hawaii, not cruising, but Hawaii.
Yeah, it's a lot of port charges. Absolutely, Scotty.
Hawaii is on my bucket list, but I would stay. We would fly in and just stay, and I get a car and rent it.
Actually, there's quite there's an amazing cruise. I looked at it last year, and it's out of Vancouver,
Hmm.
2 stops in Alaska. You go across
Hmm.
the Pacific, you go around Alaska, and then it shoots you back to Vancouver. I think it's a 10-day cruise.
Oh, that's cool.
And it really did. It sounded like a neat,
I need.
but now seeing the extra port charges, now, might be at the most $100 more.
Mm.
Whenever you're paying, $5,000-6,000 for a cruise, what's $100?
Yeah.
The
No.
principle of the whole thing,
Yeah.
right?
Well,
And
yeah. No.
yeah, like I don't know. Alaska, been there, done it. And that's just us.
Yeah.
If I was like Jesse and Lisa, Johnny and Christine, Lillian, but yet actually Lillian, that girl goes everywhere.
She does it all.
Hashtag lurker Lillian.
Yeah.
Um, you know, it's amazing
Yeah.
that I would rather go like we are in 5 weeks to the Caribbean.
Mm.
You get to see a lot more countries.
Hmm.
You get to try a lot more different food. And if that's one thing I can tell you is try the local food.
Hmm.
They normally will have it in the main dining room the day that you're wherever. Try it. If you don't like it, then order a hamburger or whatever.
Yeah.
But when are you, um, I guess, where were we? Was it Belize? Yes, Belize. And just the different spices and stuff that they use,
Hmm.
it was phenomenal. You know,
Yeah.
um,
The
we
Atlanta, you better be listening because this will be you.
yeah,
This will be you,
you
Atlanta.
know, it just there's so many different things that you know you're only going to or I know for ourselves we try to hit different countries on every cruise,
Yeah. There's
and we're up to like 10, 15 different countries that we've sailed in and out of, and it's amazing.
hmm
And we've tried the local food. Like, the one little thing had a little hut, and you got a beverage,
hmm
and their beverage is down there. They do the four finger pour and a little bit of soda. That's it. Um, and then like uh, I can't wait till we go to Jamaica this time
That's
and try some authentic jerk chicken.
oh yeah, that's gonna be good.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be
So
amazing.
we're praying Jamaica's going to be open enough for us to go in.
Right.
Right now, they're kind of very limited. A lot of people are upset that they haven't just shut it down. But I said to one person, you got to look at it their way.
Right.
They shut it down. Those people don't make any money. Right now, they're making a little bit of money to fix their houses, to feed their families. And that's what you have to look at. Not every day that you're going to be going to a first world. That's
I'm
why
reading the
soon as I,
comments. I'm
soon as
reading
I soon as I
every
said the
single
four finger
comment.
four, I went, Scott's gonna say something.
And so okay, so here's the thing. I think it's very serious if he's saying stuff like that because that sounds like the kind of person I'm gonna go hang out with on a cruise. Just saying.
oh, yeah. If you can catch him or get him to slow down long enough, yeah, you'll
Listen,
get your steps in.
I'll be honest with you. I love kind of going back into that. I love meeting different people on the cruise too. Like
Absolutely.
different. But I have to say, the two guys that we ran into, I mean, I kept bumping into them, and I probably like them the most because it was like
I met
they were the
I
guy.
met them the most at the casino.
Well, I kept meeting them at the jewelry counter, and then they got to show me what the Haven looks like. And so
Oh,
on the
okay.
phone though, I didn't actually go in, but they took
Oh,
videos and stuff.
mhm.
And I told them, I said, listen, I would be like, oh peasants, I'm not coming out of the Haven. Why are you here? I mean, that was like so cool. But anyhow, but yeah,
Yeah.
you meet a lot of really cool people. Back to the food. I'm looking like if I could do it again, a dream cruise. I mean, like dream, just
Mhm.
dreaming. I would go do the one around Japan. And that's
Mm,
so random. I lived in Japan, so there is a connection for me. So I know it's
yeah.
kind of so random, but I lived in Japan. and you fly into Tokyo. The airport's Narita, and the port is at Yokohama, and you go around the different ports. And one of the excursions is to go to Mount Fuji. And I have never been to Mount Fuji. I've seen it. You'd see it like in the winter and the spring months. Well,
Yeah.
because at the time that we lived there, there was a smog problem. They've since cleared it up, but you could see it, and it was beautiful. And my husband and I, we were talking yesterday about it, and he said, "Yeah, I'd do a Japanese cruise too." And it's with the Jade, the NCL. It's the Jade, which does the
Yes.
Alaska cruise. Okay,
Yes.
so anyhow, he said, he goes, Glenda, he said, he said, there's a saying, if you went to Japan and you never went to Mount Fuji, it'll call you back. And I went, yeah. So then I guess I need to go to Mount Fuji because I've never been. So, but then it ends up in Seoul, South Korea, which would be really cool too. And then you fly home.
That
On your
would
top
be
spot of your Asian travel bucket list, let me tell you, Joe, I lived there for 3 years. We lived on the outskirts of Tokyo, and I love Japan. I loved Japan. I hated, no, wait, back up. I hated the first 6 months. I hated the first 6 months because I thought that they only spoke Japanese. And I
oh
only knew Skoshi. And I know I'm butchering the Japanese, but I only knew Skoshi. That means a little bit. I knew like how to ask where the bathroom was because I had 2 kiddos over in Japan. And so the bathroom was important for a pregnant lady because I didn't want to do the hole in the floor. I wanted the proper, please, where's the bathroom? Um, which makes for a comedy hour, but we won't go there. So anyhow, yeah, so once I got it out of my head that English is the second language, because I started teaching English in my home, um, it made it so much fun. And I'd go into Tokyo, downtown Tokyo, all the time by myself without my husband. Never once did I get scared. I didn't know how to read kanji. I knew that my train looked like a shake and 3 French fries. So that's how that was my train station home. I knew a shake and 3 fries, and I knew how to get home from there. Um,
oh
but
my god.
but I also got lost a lot of times, and I went up to people and I'd ask, how do I get back? And people are always so kind. And then I'd get stopped to ask what an English word was. And I didn't mind. One time I sat
Oh
in a
cool.
McDonald's, yeah, and this guy goes, he was reading a newspaper, and he said, what does confetti mean? And I wanted to kind of understand what he was reading. So I said, may I see? And he
Happy
said,
New
yeah,
Year, Michelle.
Happy New Year. So I read his article and, oh, okay, I get it. I know what he's talking about. So I took a napkin and I ripped it up into little itty bitty shreds. And in the middle of the McDonald's, I went, confetti, wee! And I threw it up in the air. And he goes, oh, somebody gozaimasu. And I like, you are so welcome. You are so welcome. And I enjoy that. And I still think about that. I didn't mind. Explaining what words
Yeah.
meant, but
So
it was wonderful.
Joe, I am so jelly at my parents. They are taking they are taking a river boat cruise through Germany. So
Oh.
they're starting in the Netherlands, they're finishing in Germany. I don't have anywhere near the funds
Oh, those are
that
expensive.
it would take
Yeah.
to do it. But I am contemplating giving my mom my GoPro
Oh.
and saying, Mom, you touch this button, you touch this button,
Yeah.
and you just show me a whole bunch of things. And I said, I will make a video
Yeah.
whenever you get back.
Oh, that'd be so cool.
But I got to say, I don't know how these tour operators make money.
Mm.
The price of it. Yes, I am frugal, but I just can't. I can't justify $20,000 for a 7 day cruise. And I know it's not, that includes airfare and blah, 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 blah. And they're doing some extras. But there's one hotel that they have to stay in 15,000, no, $1,500 a night. It's the only hotel. So it's a mix of riverboat and excursions. And this includes all their excursions. I just, it would be absolutely. Hey, Bill, were your ears ringing? Just saying. I'm just saying it might be because of Scott. I'm not going to release which one, but your ears might be ringing. So yeah, no. If I won the lottery, yes, I would contemplate doing it. Bill is in town, and I
Oh,
asked him. I said, "Your ears ringing?"
I heard you. Yes.
Hmm. So yeah, like it would be, and my heritage is there's still like a massive island that are ruled by brooms in Germany, and they're trying to see if it's even feasible for them to get to this island and to see if they could meet. And mom's already like doing this stuff. Is that, they're setting up, they're trying to see if they can meet some brooms from Germany.
Germany is a beautiful place. They're going to have an amazing time. Okinawa,
Well,
Germany, and the military's down. Exactly. Now,
mm,
so I don't know if Misha, were you in the military? I got to fly into Okinawa, and I didn't get to go
I think
around.
it's Micheli, isn't it?
Michelle, I don't know if she was in military at one time or if she was a spouse of, or maybe even
Or
a brat.
family member. Yeah.
Yeah, or a brat of
Or
which.
could have been Brat too.
Yeah, I mean, I was a brat one time, but there's that. Um, Germany,
Oh,
we
there you go. Both her and her husband were in the army.
oh well, thank you for your service. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
I'm an army brat, but I was an Air Force wife. So we traveled with the military as well from both
Technically,
levels.
you're still an Air Force
I
wife,
Well, I mean, he's retired now, so
but
but
you're
I
still.
yeah, but I never really it's funny because the spouse is called the dependopotamus, and so I like to call myself if I was a dependent, like, really, I'm depending on my husband. But, yeah, I like the name dependopotamus. It's a hippopotamus. But, yeah, so anyhow, but no, we did it too, and it was a lot of fun. If I decide to go to Germany, I plan on visiting Bavaria. Yes, go down to Bavaria. I go in October for a Dinky D German Oktoberfest. So
So,
Go to Neuschwanstein in Bavaria. That's where we went, and we spent a week down there. Neuschwanstein is the castle that was built. Well, Walt Disney got his inspiration for Cinderella's castle. It's an unfinished castle. King Ludwig. Well, okay, so I'll touch on that, Joe, just a second. But So anyhow, it it's unfinished because King Ludwig bankrupt the country, and there's question if King Ludwig was murdered, or if he committed suicide, or if it was a combination, like he was coerced or something. I don't know. So
Hmm.
anyhow, but there's really like the local beer for a girl that doesn't like to drink beer. The beer in Neuschwanstein, the village. Oh, it's so good. So good. Okay, dependopotamus. So the thing with it's dependable hippopotamus. Sort of. So they like to call military spouses the ones that gain a gazillion weight. Like, so we're the hippopotamus, so we're the big one because we sit around and we do nothing. And we like the free insurance, and we like the cheap groceries. And I'm like, okay, yeah, there are those weird people. Oh, and you go buy diamonds in the military exchange. Because yeah, our service members, they make a lot of money. Oh, I missed out. You know, I didn't. I missed out. I missed the memo. But what's fun? Oh, and then they wear their spouse's ring. That's the other thing. Yeah. Yes, my husband is a whatever, and I
Mm,
outrank.
okay.
You know what's fun? You've never heard that term, dependopotamus? Well,
I've never heard of it either before you told me, but
look it up. It's a hashtag. It's pretty funny. There's a lot of funny memes out there. But yeah, I never told anybody what my husband's rank was. And I'll never forget the day that my husband well, we were approaching the retirement, and it was a medical retirement out. So I had to help my husband during that. Um, and so anyhow, this other woman, I was a PTO president, and I was talking to one of the moms that volunteered a lot, and her husband was doing a full retirement out. He 22 or 23 years, and we were talking about the finances somehow, not in dollars, just how concerning it was starting over. And she looked up at me and she said, "I don't understand why your husband is so like, why you're so worried, because your husband was an officer." And I looked at her and I'm like, "What? Your husband was an officer. You're an officer's wife." I never told anybody. I was friends with everybody. I never looked at rank. I didn't know that that was a thing. Again, I missed the memo. Um, and I said, "No, my husband actually is one rank below your husband." And she went, "Are you serious? You just look like an officer's wife. You act like an officer's wife." And I'm like, "Well, that may not be very good." She goes, "No, you're just friendly. You're kind." And I'm like, "Really?" It was
well, I
fun.
know a lot of officers' wives from living beside a military base, and they ain't the friendliest.
But that might be where the grace and fire comes from, because I can be a little fire. But
Uh,
I think
little.
I think she knew me kind of, maybe that brashness, because at that point when she met me, I was advocating for my husband and
Mm,
dealing with his command, and getting the right people at the right place to make sure
yep.
that everything was going to go down the way it's supposed to go down, because I had the right people behind me, through the Air Force. And
And
so
Sir Grace had the right people behind him.
yeah, so the commander and I had to kind of set in his place, because I reminded him that for the government that worked for me, I was a civilian and I outranked him. So
True story.
that's true. There's always good and bad in both. Absolutely. Absolutely. But I like the dependopotamus. It's okay. I think it's hysterical. It didn't offend me. It's actually kind of funny. But yeah. Yeah. And Würzburg, Germany, that's a cool thing. I think,
She hadn't heard that term in 25 years.
I know. Dependopotamus. Dependopotamus. I love it. Fat hippopotamus that gains a gazillion. We do nothing. We do nothing. We just sit back. Give us the diamonds. Roll in it. Yeah, I agree. There is. I'm that caregiver now, so that's the hat that I now have. And
And you wear it loud and proud.
I do, and now I'm on first name basis with the VA, which may or may not be good, but I'm on first name basis.
It's good for Sir Grace.
Hmm. Yeah, he's taken good care of. You are so welcome, Joe. You are so welcome. But yeah, maybe that's where I should say grace and fire. You never know if I'm going to be graceful or I'm going to go. Yeah, yeah. That may not be good.
Here it
So
is.
mean, smiling.
Keeps everybody guessing.
Yeah, what is Glenda's mood today?
Yeah.
Anyhow, well, we've been on for 2
Yes.
hours.
I was gonna say we're 2 hours and 15 minutes.
Wow,
And
it's blown.
so don't forget, folks, we've got tomorrow night. Let me get my little tickle trunk here.
Well, we have Scott tonight at 6 o'clock with, I want to say his channel name right, because he said he's serious and then he can laugh.
Controversial cruising.
Controversial cruising. There you go.
We're
There we go.
and Bill.
And Bill, yep.
And but let me do my shameless plug for meat for tomorrow night.
Yes, please do it.
$10 gets you in on real gold. 200th ounce of 24 karat gold, 99999. This is a 2000 ounce of 24 karat gold. And it is a Florida goldback, half goldback. It is actually spendable in Florida.
Well,
I
explain
can
the
walk into
$10.
certain stores and spend it.
Explain the $10. You're in for a
So,
drawing.
yes, you're in for a drawing.
Mhm.
And there's two drawings. There's a gold drawing and there's a silver drawing.
Mhm.
Silver is this Canadian 1 ounce 99999 pure silver, and it's limited edition. It's the last run of the Queen. It's the last stampage of the Queen, so it's 2023, I believe. 2022. So $10 gets you in on both.
Mhm.
So we will draw for the gold and then we will draw for the silver. If you want to go ahead and you know that you'll be busy tomorrow night, that's fine. You can join right now. Send $10 US via my PayPal.
Mhm.
It's in my about page. And if I would have been thinking ahead, I would have had it posted, but
I'm gonna go and do
yeah,
it
I
without me.
wasn't.
I'll get you.
I was procrastinating.
Yeah, I'm telling you, you're a professional. That's
Hey,
what.
James.
That's
And
what.
so, you know, it I know this alone is almost $100 now. And yes, it's 1 ounce of silver, which is $53, but it's the collectors. It's the Canadian last run of the Queen that blows it over the top. This here, that alone right there is $120. And that, it'd be about $25. So, between the two of them, we're looking at over $250. And that's not even including shipping. So, I just, Christmas, New Year's, I had it downstairs. I'm like, why don't I do something fun?
Put that up on the screen. I dropped your PayPal.
Oh,
I can't do it, so you'll have
I
to.
dropped my phone.
Oh
Yes, you
no.
can. Actually, you can because you're a manager of. If you go to YouTube,
Hmm.
you can
Oh,
because
okay.
you are a manager on my YouTube.
Okay, let me go do that
I
then.
want to see if you can. I have it right here.
Let's do it. Let's see.
And you can join as so soon as I hit 15 or around 15, we'll be doing the draw. I need at least 15. So whoever wants to go ahead, you got it?
It's not letting me. I'm gonna try it again.
Press beside it.
Yeah, and then I on my phone I cannot do it.
It
Let's.
should say message, pin message, report, remove. You're a manager, you should be able to.
I can go to channel, remove, or go to or channel activity.
Okay,
Let
I
me click
pinned it.
channel activity.
I pinned it anyways. Don't worry about it.
Okay, well and then I'm gonna. Okay, so I can you enter it twice? So if it's for every $10.
You can enter it 100 times if you want. You can enter as many times as you want. Um, we only started advertising this near the end of the live last week, and Lisa jumped right onto it because she knows what it's worth.
Now, do you have Zelle still?
No, it's got to be through PayPal.
Okay, no problem. Yep. So do
That
it.
way, there, people are covered
Okay.
in case I'm a big mean man. I don't do that. I don't play those games.
Sure.
Um, it alleviates everybody's
Sure. Yeah.
worries.
Yeah.
Um,
Nope. That's
yeah,
good. I just want to make sure we had all of them
yeah.
covered what you
No,
accept. So
no,
that.
we're gonna do. And unfortunately, it's about a do friends and family,
Yep.
and yeah. Um, okay, hang on here. Can we enter twice? Absolutely. Jesse and Lisa have already entered twice.
Mm-hmm.
And as long as I have 10, I'll draw the gold or the silver. But I need 15 to do both. Minimum 15. I won't let it go above 20. I will shut it off. All right, then. We're already. uh, thank you, Scott. Scott's in for two. So, yeah, no, it's just again something fun. And I'm a collector, so don't think that it's my last. I've got quite a bit sitting downstairs. Absolutely, $10 for one shot is pretty good, but tomorrow night is going to be the big one, um, and I
So
believe
it's
I
U.S.
know who this
funds.
one is too.
It's U.S. funds.
Yes, it has to be U.S. funds because I paid U.S. funds,
Mm-hmm.
and 9 times out of 10, I am going to have to ship it to U.S.
Yes. And if you do friends and family, there's a little bit of a fee, but it's not that much. It's like
Yeah, it's two
under
or
under
45 or
$2.
something.
Mm-hmm. Which is no big deal.
And Glenda's in for two.
Well, it's one for me and one for the husband.
Well, Sir Grace is in for one, and Glenda's in for one.
Yeah, there
But
we go.
I guarantee it'll go into Sir Grace's.
Exactly. That'll if it shows up for me, then it's my present to him. And if it shows
There
up
you
for
go.
him, he gets to keep it himself. So, like what's
Yeah,
what's ours is his, and what's mine is his, and what's his is his.
that's funny. That's what I say about Debbie.
Yeah, yeah. When it comes to that kind of stuff,
Yeah.
how it
So
works.
yeah, I can figure out what the exchange rate is if you
Oh, I
want,
can
Lee.
tell you it was with the fee for $20.
26.28
With the fee.
is for two.
Mhm.
So it would be 13.14.
Mhm.
13.14 per. And now that comes to me.
Mhm.
I got to be clear because there's one person I said one amount to, and well, I lost a lot of money on that one.
Mhm.
And we got Troy
Hey, Troy.
Sutton, we have
He said,
James in the house. So yeah, don't forget we've got Scott in at 6 tonight, and you'll see the serious side of both him and Bill tonight. And if he's not going live tomorrow night, he's going to bring everybody over.
that'd be
And
awesome.
you never know, he might even be up with Glenda and I. We'll have to chit chat.
Yes.
8 o'clock, Scott. 8 p.m. Eastern. So it will be about 9:30 whenever I do the draw. But I know how to get a hold of you.
Oh, I'm just gonna say this real quick. Troy, I see your video. I'm gonna look at that. I just now saw that. On Monday he sent I'm late. Can you tell I'm like really late? He sent me a YouTube video that he posted.
Is that the one about his truck?
No, it's about the poop, Mr. Peanut's poop fudge and pinwheels.
I know, Scott. That's what I said.
I'm gonna have to check that out. I'll check that out in a little bit, Troy. I just saw that. Dang, we
So
live. Yeah.
you can send your people over after they click and like Glenda,
Mhm.
then they can come over and they can be part of my draw.
Mhm.
We'll make a community tomorrow night. So I'll get my um I'll get another device going so that I'm watching you, and hey, we'll have some fun tomorrow night, Scott.
Yeah.
I've got what do you call them? iPads? Yeah, I'll have my iPad going, and
Gold balls will drop.
okay.
Well, you think about the crystal ball in New York. So today it's about the gold. So we'll be doing that for tomorrow.
Gold or silver bells, silver balls, whatever you want to say.
Gold balls.
It
Silver
is the
balls.
queen. And well, she was like 973 whenever she passed. Wow. Yeah,
She lived a long life, that's for sure.
she really did. She really did.
How crazy. Yeah.
It didn't light up? Huh?
Did
No.
did the ball not light up last night? I was
That,
sleeping.
that would have been funny.
I didn't see it.
I only sent two Happy New Years at midnight, and that was to Sir Grace and Glenda. Well, did I ever screw up? I didn't know that if you went Happy New Year's on text, your phone friggin' goes crazy. It like starts doing fireworks and vibrating, and I'm like, oh God, Debbie's sleeping and my phone is going. It was that bad that Hank actually got up and put his head on my hip, like, Dad, it's a sleep time. What are you doing? Row.
I'm looking for the video. It said it's the 2026 big controversy. It didn't light up.
I bet you they'll blame Canada for it. We cut the electricity. I'm only being facetious, guys. You know I don't go political here.
Oh, you're fine. I'm looking for it. It Now I want to know because I'll tell you, this girl was sound asleep.
Oh, I know. That's actually quite funny because
Well, I can't find it, but I'll look it up in a little bit.
yeah, Scott, you can always send it through my Instagram and I'll send it to Glenda.
Yeah, as I'm not seeing it. But no, I was nice and asleep because I had to be at the airport at 0 dark 30 hours this morning.
You know what I was doing?
Mama
Yeah,
was
I can only imagine she had two toothpicks holding her eyes
I
wide
had my
open.
coffee with me too. And then on my way home, I thought, I was so tired. And so I turned on my music really loud as I was going down the highway and just singing along with it. Like, I'm going to get home. And then when I got kind of close to my town, I turned it down because I knew people would be sleeping. Although my neighbors decided to blow fireworks over our house. I should have just left it on. Just boom, 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 boom. Return the favor.
Are you kidding me?
Right over our house at midnight. So I did wake up.
Did you go look at the girls to make sure none of them had heart attacks?
They're on the other side. They're in the farm. So
Okay.
and we're talking about my hens, by the way, the girls. So yeah, the hens are
Yeah,
they're on the other side. Yeah, no, it was interesting at midnight. Yeah.
I would have been a bit
Oh, I didn't
irate.
go to Starbucks. I just had the Costco special coffee. There was no Starbucks at that kind of morning.
I was gonna say Starbucks, you can't get a bougie barista up at that hour of the morning.
Nope.
Not even ginger.
But there was nobody on the roads too, and I went into a major city, so like it
Hmm.
was dead. So I didn't complain. I just was tired. That's all.
Well, you would have been in and out and bing bang boom and
It was done and over
so
with.
I guess little one she should be at her destination now or close to.
I actually should have just landed. Let me see if she's texted me because that would be no text yet, but she's probably busy. But yeah, as of right now, she should have landed
Okay.
unless they were running late. But
Oh, God only knows about that.
yeah. But she's excited. It's a business trip and she's
Oh,
going to see some of her friends. And so that'll be good.
honestly, yeah. You guys want to see what that girl can do. I can't
Well,
I can't say.
no, you can't. No, you can't. Coming soon to this year, pretty soon.
It's a goal for 2026.
Yep, that was started having conversations with.
Oh my God. Yeah, you said quite a while.
Yeah. So we just leave it like that. There'll be something kind
Oh,
of
I
cool
was only
coming out.
teasing.
There's something cool coming out with Grace and Fire. And I ain't sharing with nobody just yet, but
I don't even
Scott
know
got
the full story.
yeah. Yeah. Scott and I just
Hey,
got a taste
Becky.
of it last night. Just a smidge.
And all that I could say is Unc wants in on it too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. And it's pretty cool. I'll just say it like this. I am commissioning my daughter. I'll say it like that.
Okay,
That's it.
that's it.
It.
No more.
That's all I can say. I'm commissioning my daughter.
Happy New Year, Becky.
Oh,
Hopefully all's well with you.
Happy New Year, sweetie. I hope you're having a great start to the morning or afternoon, wherever you're at. It is afternoon. on the East Coast.
It is.
It feels
It
like
is.
morning
It's
to me.
2:38, and well, remember how we said we were coming up to 2:15? Well, now we're almost at 2:40.
The longest live we did was like what, 12
6 hours.
hours? Was it 6?
Oh yeah, well no, if you take the fundraiser for the baby girl, and I am trying to hook up with them whenever we go east in April.
Oh, if you do, I want you to give that little girl, I'm telling you, she's a fighter.
Ah,
I want you to give her a hug for me.
that little girl, I'm going to Mom and dad are very protective, and I don't blame them in one iota.
Nope, I listen.
But mom
I
said
wouldn't
that
blame
she
her.
wants the baby girl to maybe do just a little thank you video. Would I look after it?
Oh.
So I'm gonna try to hook up with Remy
Mm.
and the two of us, and then while we're there, I'm going to, for everybody that was up on the panel, like Glenda, Miss Ann, Jesse and Lisa, Remy, myself, have a behind the scenes little get together with the baby girl.
With her adopted aunties and uncles.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because the last thing I saw from mom,
We're still good.
we're good.
And she's not only living, she's thriving.
She's got her hair back.
Yes.
Yeah, no, she's
Uh,
all I all I can say is yeah,
uh,
she's one amazing little girl.
uh, that's like the best news. Like everything is 100% behind her now.
Oh, absolutely.
Now
Yeah.
go conquer the world and live your best life and do
Yeah.
everything you want to do.
There was only one Debbie Downer,
Well, there's
and
always one in a crowd.
that's fine. And
Anyhow,
still don't know why it was my fault. But anyways,
well, there's always somebody in a crowd. They have to spice it up, and they have to put the focus on them, and that's how that is. But
no, it
but
didn't
it
bother me one iota,
never was about
considering it
that person. It was about that sweet little fighter
exactly.
and her family. And I'm just,
Yeah.
and I would be a protective mama too if that had
Oh,
happened. Mm-mm. But more than anything, I mean, the focus really should be get out, live your life, do all the things you want, shoot for the stars,
mhm,
be anything you want to be when you grow up. And we're all going to be back there going, go girl, go girl,
mhm.
do it, do it. For those who don't know, we did a fundraiser, is what we're talking about, with a little girl that had cancer,
Yep.
had,
Mhm.
she's fully healed now. And the family came on some hard times. And we just wanted to be a ray of sunshine, throw our arms around this family, and support this family. And there was a separation between, because of where the cancer center was at for her. So mom stayed with her, dad had the boys, and they'd flip flop and do all the things. But it was a huge drive, and anybody who's ever been in a caregiver role knows how difficult it is to go to hospitals
Yeah, it
and
was 15-hour drive.
yeah, and job. If I'm not mistaken, mom had to quit her job. If I'm not mistaken, or there was somebody
Or
that had
take a hiatus,
to take a
or
hiatus,
wasn't getting paid.
right? And so, really difficult time. So this little warrior princess, no cancer in her body,
So between
living her life.
her YouTube family,
Yeah,
Mom and dad have never been on YouTube. They only had heard about YouTube. They really didn't even know about it.
Right.
Remy reached out, got her blessing, contacted
Mm-hmm.
me and said, "What can we do?"
Mm-hmm.
And I said, "Well, this is my forte.
Mm-hmm.
I've done a lot of fundraisers around here, blah 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 blah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, um, then I got a hold of my crew,
Yeah.
and everybody was like, "Yahoo, we're going."
Yeah. Let's do this. Let's do it.
Absolutely, James. It
100. Yeah.
all to the good Lord. Yep.
Yeah. And so we were able to do a fundraiser for them. Raise
We raised a little over $7,000 in 12 hours.
in Canadian, right? Or was that in American?
Canadian.
Canadian. Okay.
5,000 American,
Okay.
7,100, and I forget what it is, but yeah, it was over just over $7,000.
And that was, and Joey kept bidding against himself, which was hysterical. There was some quite a bit of little laughter in there.
That's why we called him Bitter Bob.
Yeah, we laughed, but every
That way there he could spell his name backwards and it'd still be right.
that's right. That's right. But I'll tell you, to see the community come together
Embrace her
and
like
some
she was one of our own.
a complete stranger,
Yeah.
that it was just so much fun. And
Hmm.
that will always be a highlight in my life.
Hmm.
And I still don't know her. I don't know. I've never talked to her. I've never, but to know that somebody, that they had a little bit of money to kind of help break some of those bills, and kind of
Yeah.
kind
So
of take
they
some of that
they
burden.
had roughly about double because the local community
They got
raised
to,
raised not quite as much as her YouTube family.
and that just amazes. I mean, just blesses me with no ends. I mean,
Oh, we had like 75 people in watching
yeah,
and listening to the stories.
yeah,
And you know, um anything that was said was given to us by mom.
yeah, yeah.
And it's
And mom
actually
did not ask for any of this, by the way. It was
oh no, she was
she
mortified
she
that
was mortified. She's not the kind of person that she did not have the hand out. That because I think that's where the one person, which there's always a person,
mm,
to turn it around, make it about them. This mom
mhm,
did not have her hand out. In fact, it was no, we're coming in and we want to help.
yeah,
We stood together. And you know what? That's what we're instructed to do. The Bible talks about gathering together,
yeah,
and it does take a village, and to be a blessing to somebody, even if you don't know them, to be a blessing. And
yeah,
that does not necessarily always have to mean something financial. It could be just of your time, or maybe make a meal. It could be something small.
yeah.
But to be able to do
There's
that fundraiser, that blessed me more than it blessed them.
oh, absolutely. My heart grew, 152 sizes
Hmm.
that day. And one thing that really like just to see people open up and whatever. Another channel I watch, it's Northern Snow. It's in Thunder Bay, Ontario.
Hmm.
He has a snow removal business,
Yeah.
and he was actually driving down the road, and the son-in-law stopped and said, "My father-in-law can't get out to work. Would you do the end of his driveway? Just let me know how much. My snowblower won't do it." Well, it turned out that they got chatting. He's got stage 4 prostate cancer.
Oh.
76, 75 years old, still working. And so he's like, Stefan was like, this is not right. So they started a GoFundMe for Bob, and they raised $105,000 so this man could retire, focus on his health,
Oh,
and have whatever Christmases he had left with his grandchildren.
love that.
And
Love
you
that.
know, and may I say, this kid is 24, 25,
Wow.
and this is his thinking process. So between the community of Thunder Bay, Ontario, and YouTube, all his followers, they raised $105,000. It was absolutely
That's
mind.
mind-boggling. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's crazy.
yeah. But anyways, on that good,
Yes.
if you see somebody who's struggling,
Mhm.
make 2026 the year that you may not have the funds, and that's okay,
Yeah.
but get your knees dirty.
Yep.
That's just as important, if not more.
Be a blessing to somebody.
Amen.
Mhm.
And that's all you. So we will leave you on that. And don't forget, tomorrow night,
Mhm.
we will be doing the draw for, hopefully, we're almost halfway there for the full draw. And you never know who's going to end up walking away with gold and silver.
That's awesome.
Silver bells. Anyways, I'll spare you the singing. Happy New Year's, guys.
Yes.
And again, you need somebody to chat to? Instagram. What, you can always get a hold of myself, get a hold of my sister.
Yep.
You need some prayers. We have some people that are willing to
Maybe a prayer
get
team.
you in their prayers, get the prayer train going.
Mhm.
Um, you know, anyways,
Yes.
on that, all I can say is